Good morning, everybody. This is Thierry. We'll address the new prices today in this first video. Um, I'll try something different. Today, I'll start with questions and concerns from the community. I think this will be very helpful for you guys. So I'll start by thanking Women of Wearable Art, group of artists that met and discussed and gathered their questions. I'd like to extend this to the whole community. The next video will be about retail prices, how to set them up, and what it means for your boutiques and your retail clients. So on that subject, we'll include a link to a form. Please ask your questions. I'll address them, concerns, anything you want us to address, and we'll go from there for the next video. All right, so concerning prices, we got a few questions here. Question number one, is the new price list permanent or will it change? It's permanent. The one price is the official price structure. It's not a test. It's the price you can trust. It's really what we are launching today as the official structure. Good question, by the way. Sorry for that. Question number two, why did you update the price? Well, it's actually all about predictability and simplicity. One price that you can trust, one price that you know, that we know, that doesn't depend on 24 different variables, something we can, help us predict and prepare. Doesn't matter to who you speak, to whom you speak, to boutiques or retail clients, you know what your price is. It was really about simplicity and about fairness, and we'll get into that in a minute. But the main idea is simplicity. Question number three, how did you set the prices? Again, good question. It's product driven. Let me see if I can share my screen here. In the link, in the email, you'll find a link to the unique price structure. You see they're organized in categories: essentials, basic, fashion, and fashion basics. Fashion basics, basically. Anyway. The question is, what is the global volume on a product for the community? For example, we know that the kimono is a top selling product for most of you guys. We have volume discounts that we can share with you guys on the product, not an order per order basis. Again, we'll get into that. I think there's another question about large orders, but basically the idea is we set the price based on the global demand of the community and what's the lowest price we can offer. Essentials, they're top selling products. We can have a very little margin and offer you guys a bigger margin. Fashion products, we'll get a few here and there throughout the month. We can't afford to make it super low, and they're products that you guys want to keep in the loop, but just here and there. So we do need to have, well, it's not need, the price is higher on these products. So that's basically how we set the prices. Product driven, based on demand, and yes, please add a link to the unique price structure in the email. Question number four, which is actually more of an objection. I used to have great discounts when I ordered 24 units. Huge orders are more expensive now. Yes, you are right. But it's also much cheaper to order 1 unit, 2 units, 6 or 10 units at a time. And truth is, that's actually how you do business. We tried this for 6 months now. We tried this cost and price structure, super aggressive volume discounts, wanted to see if the community would move to larger orders. And fact is, we haven't as a community. We're still ordering small orders very often. This is what we do. This is actually, to be honest, it's our DNA, right? It's our superpower, the ability to produce 1 unit at a decent price. This is our magic trick. And having this focus on volume is actually counterproductive in a sense where, okay, if the vast majority of the community is about small orders, then making the volume discount on an order per order basis is actually unfair. And it's actually making the journey much more complicated. You need to get bigger, have new clients, have new business until you reach what? 12 units per order, 24 units per order. Once you're that big, then you can finally make money. that doesn't make sense. If we look at it as a one price structure based on a whole community, you can start making money from order number one. You don't need to have these massive orders. And that's the idea. What is your true business model? As a community, there's small orders happening often. We need and want you guys to make money from the top. So from order one, that's the idea here. Oh yeah, quick note. Whoops. Sorry about this. My app popped up. Yeah, just to note, I think I mentioned it, but volume discounts are still there, right? In this essentials, basics, fashion basics, and fashion. The volume discounts are still there. They're just on every order, every item that we get. We treat it as a community. All right, yeah, that makes sense on this. So those were the main concerns and questions here. So just to wrap it up for today, the unique price is here to stay. You can look at the list and assume this is the price list. You know what to expect. We know what to expect. And we can go forward with this and basically manage our expectations. This is very clear and straightforward. You have no, what we call in the industry, MOQ, minimum order quantity. There is no minimum, truly no minimum. It's not hidden anywhere under 24 different variables. It's just really one price, which allows you to build your business on your own as you see fit. And just one quick note, maybe some of you out there, I hope some of you out there have been looking at competition, other suppliers. Some of them out there, well, most of them will offer you actually two ways. Or you have a really low price, but you can't make a profit on it. So they'll keep them, they want the retail price to be as tiny as possible. So they have a very challenging price, but you make no profit. And others will have this volume approach to it where you can make money, but you need to make massive orders. With us now and with this structure, you make money from the one unit, which is how we do business. So the how, the why, the everything, basically this new price is just an image and a reflection of how we as a community and we as a company actually operate on a day-to-day basis. This one product by one product DNA that we have and this massive power of the community that we're now sharing. So that's it for this subject. Feel free if you have other questions. Now, my next video is going to be on setting the retail price and speaking to boutiques and end customers. If you have concerns, questions, objections, just feed the form below and we'll address this early next week. Thank you, guys.